Let's hear what Rita Benson has to say about lapsing in the work. This is from a meeting in the 1960s. Here's the question. I've come to the understanding of one thing I can require of myself. I was able to see this morning my abdication of responsibility. I set myself tasks and have already seen edges of weaseling. How can I allow this connection not to lapse? Mrs. Benson. That is very accurate. Unfortunately, you have to allow yourself to lapse some of the time. That is part of the suffering. You will lapse. It is a law, a principle. If you don't know this, you'll get lost in the lapsing. Your organism will say, "What's the use? I can't do it." You will lapse, but you must know why you lapse. As I am, it can't be otherwise. Everything in me tries to get myself to believe that I found the philosopher's stone and never again will I lapse. But it's not true. This is part of the blueprint, the plan I want you all to make. I will always lapse, but if I'm sensible and intelligent, I will always be able to struggle to hold back something for myself, although much of me will lapse. The great trouble is I usually go along with the lapsing. I must hold back and struggle. That's why I asked about knowledge and being. I have to see truly on this subject. I know something. Now I must see what I know in myself all the time so that my being can be different alongside that knowledge. In its outer picture, people would say, oh, this is a very small thing. But in fact, it is a very big thing. It is the way in which I have seen and with what part I have seen it. When one brings something like that, they know something and can give in turn. It is pointless and even dastardly to give of very grave inner things in a way that doesn't suit the occasion, suit the labor that's been made, the struggling, what's been seen, what's been felt, and what's been observed. I have to begin to get a feeling of myself. Not a sentimental feeling or a maudlin picture, but a feeling of a center of gravity that belongs to me and was always there. To have seconds and minutes where I can connect with it. This feeling of myself has to grow, not in size, but in weight, in content, so my stature can grow. This is the philosopher's stone, the use of this material for your real self, not your ordinary self. Maybe this has left a taste with you. We have to get to know that taste, get the feel of it, what it's like so that we can wish for it again and seek it again and need it again. It is of this that the work is composed. This work is to create a different human being. In order to do such a high thing to struggle, I have to know a great deal. I haven't the space for what I want to do. I'm burdened with this constant defilement of this coarse material. I must make room for what is more important, higher and needful for my growth. Good luck.